Hey guys, Blocktrain here, and today I want to walk you guys through a little tutorial of Coinbase. Now, if you're watching this, I'm just going to assume that you've never bought Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, Ethereum, or Litecoin before, or maybe you've never used Coinbase before, and I'm going to be giving you a step-by-step tutorial of how to buy your first coin. So we're here on Coinbase.com, no accounts, nothing's made yet, and we'll press the sign up button on the top right here. It'll take us to this page. And if you're an individual, which I'm assuming you are, you'll just want to put in this information right here. First name, last name, email, choose a password, select your state. And then you want to go through this CAPTCHA. You'll press that button right there. And you want to select all images with a storefront, or maybe they do bridges. Sometimes they do statues. Pretty straightforward. So let's see. This and this and this one. Yep, and it just proves that I'm not a robot and that I can look at things and decide that they're storefronts. Nice. And that'll bring you to this page, which is a verify your identity page. And same deal, you just want to fill out all the information here. It asks you for the last 4 digits of your social security number, date of birth, occupation. I don't think you really have to put anything for occupation if you're not employed, but you do have to select something. So I don't think it really matters. The only thing that really matters is your name, your date of birth, and the last 4 digits of your social security number. And now after you're done with this and you go through all of the verifying identity, hoops, you'll get to this page right here, and this is your dashboard for Coinbase, so the front page of Coinbase when you're logged in. And what you'll see immediately is that they have the Bitcoin price here, nice and centered in. Right here you can see it. And over here are your little time frames that you have. So this is 1 hour, this is 1 day, this is 1 week, 1 month, 1 year, and all time. And what it does is every time this price is the same, because this is the price of Bitcoin right now, but it'll show you in comparison to the past hour, to the past day, to the past week, where's the Bitcoin price in percentages and in total value. And you can do the same things with the different currencies that Coinbase offers, like Bitcoin Cash, Ethereum, and Litecoin. So pretty self-explanatory. And over here are the graphs for those time periods. So this is what happened over the week. This is what happened over the day, and over the month, and over the year, and so on and so forth. Now, we'll scroll down, and on the left right here, you'll see your portfolio. And this is just a list of all the coins, and it will just show you right here how many of each coin you have. For example, if you had 0.5 Bitcoin, it would say 0.5 right here, and underneath in this grayed out font with the US dollar sign, it'll show you your corresponding US dollar value. And it works the same for all of these other currencies. On the right here, you have your recent activity, which is pretty self-explanatory, just shows you what's the most recent transaction you had, the most recent time you've received something, basically anything that's been the most recent that has to do with your money moving or buying or something. So let's go back to the top right here, and here's the dashboard, and this is where you'll start off, and you want to press this button right next to it, which is the buy and sell button, and we'll get right into buying it. And right now we've checked Bitcoin, so we're trying to buy some Bitcoin. As you can see in this right here, we're buying Bitcoin, but if we press this button, we're buying Bitcoin Cash, so on and so forth with these different currencies. Now, if you've just made your account, you will not see this box right here. Instead, you will see them asking you to add a payment method. And so it'll look something like this after you press a button. And so you'll see this page and it'll ask you, do you want to add a bank account, a debit card, or a wire transfer? And my advice is add your debit card and add your bank account. Because when you're cashing out, you'll want your bank account because it only cashes out to bank accounts. And the debit card is by far the simplest way of just keeping track of where your money is going just from your card, because you can just look at it on your card statements. And so let's see. Under here, under amount, we have your weekly bank limit, and mine is $15,000 a week. But you guys will probably have one less than that. To get a higher limit, I think you have to go through extra verification, including sending a picture of your ID and things like that. So just keep that in mind. But I think the default is about $500 a week, so you Most of you should be fine at least. I don't know how many of you ballers out there are working with thousands of dollars a week, but you know, who knows. Now, to buy USD, you can do it two ways. You can to buy Bitcoin, you can do it two ways. You can either say, "Hey, I want to buy $500 worth of Bitcoin," so you're using USD as your reference, like you only want to buy 500. Or you can use Bitcoin as your reference. So let's say I actually just want to buy 0.5 Bitcoin, and that's about $4,000. So based on how you want to buy or what you're thinking about buying in terms of, hey, I only want to buy 500 USD or I want this many Bitcoin, this interchangeability is very useful. Now, if you want a dollar cost average over the weeks, over the day, over 2 weeks, monthly, it has those options for you right here, and they're pretty useful, but just don't forget about them if you're not planning on buying this every week or every, whatever period that you set. So that's how you buy, and then you just press this buy button right here. And when we get into selling, it's pretty similar. So when you're selling, it'll show you which wallet you want to sell from. So if you want to sell Bitcoin, you'll press the BTC wallet. If you want to sell Bitcoin Cash, BCH wallet, so on and so forth. And you always want to deposit to your USD wallet, or over here you'll have your bank account set up, and so you can deposit directly to your bank account. Or if you want to continue trading, you'll want to put it into your USD wallet. And this USD wallet, please keep in mind, is Coinbase's USD wallet. So when you sell it, it'll just take that money, put it into Coinbase, and say you own it for the corresponding USD value. So here, same deal. You have a limit of how much you can withdraw or sell. And I have about a $100,000 limit, which is pretty crazy. I haven't cashed out in a long time, so I didn't even realize that my limit was this big. If you guys have a comparable limit, please let me know. I'm assuming you guys will have a lower limit, but I'm not sure. And so let's see. You can say, hey, I want to cash out $1,000 US, and it'll show you how much Bitcoin you're actually selling. Or you can say, hey, I want to sell 0.5 Bitcoin, and it'll show you the dollar value that you're getting. So same thing, repeat this sell. It's basically the same thing as buying, except you're selling. Now let's go back to the top and let's get into accounts. Now accounts is just where you're going to be sending and receiving your Bitcoin or your Bitcoin Cash or whatever. And so right here you'll see there's a send button and a receive button. I personally cannot press the send button right now because I don't have any coins on Coinbase. But we'll get into the receive button right here, and you'll see the address that they give you. Now this is the address to your wallet. So if you send any Bitcoins to this address, this wallet will receive it. But please keep in mind, you need to write the exact same address that is shown right here. Any typos, your Bitcoin will be lost. And if you send your Bitcoin to any of these addresses right here, Bitcoin Cash, your Ethereum wallet, your Litecoin wallet, if you send it to any of these addresses, you will lose your money. It will be gone. You will never see it again. And that's a tragedy, and it's one that's very easily preventable. So that's how you receive it. To send it, it's the same thing. You just press send. It'll give you an address, or you can scan the QR code. This is a QR code right here. So if you wanted to send Bitcoin, you could scan this if there was an option for that. And that QR code corresponds to that wallet address. So when you send, you just either take a picture of that QR code, or you use the address, whichever address to send to. So yeah, that is how you buy and sell on Coinbase. If you stay tuned, I'll show you guys in another video how to minimize fees and why you should deposit USD into Coinbase and then use their trading platform, GDAX, in order to pay 0 fees on your buys.